One afternoon, Thomas arrived back in the Nefford yard after a busy morning to find the Fat Controller waiting with some exciting news. The Fat Controller was going on a trip to New Zealand and wanted Thomas to come along. He said, "You have been working very hard, Thomas. You deserve a holiday." Thomas was excited about his trip to New Zealand. The previous night, Thomas went to sleep for early, and the next morning, Thomas woke up early and hurried to the way Brendam Docks, to his way to Brendam Docks, to take the ship to New Zealand. His friends said bye to him, but they will come to the Brendam Docks to say him goodbye for the last time. After some time, Thomas and his friends reached the Brendam Docks. His friends said him bye for the last time, and Cranky lifted him to board him on the ship that will leave for New Zealand. When Cranky lifted up Thomas, the Fat Controller showed him, "Look, Thomas, that's the ship that will take you to New Zealand." Thomas sailed for a long time. It was night while going. After sailing for a long time, the ship finally reached New Zealand, and Thomas was lifted by a crane and then was put back to the rails in Auckland. Thomas, after being unloaded, was moving on the tracks when he stopped while looking at a different kind of engine. He was amazed to see that engine. The engine spoke. "Hello, my name is David. You must be from the other railway." "Yes, indeed," said Thomas. "I'm from the island of Sodor." "Oh, that means you live very far away from New Zealand, right?" "Yes." "Okay, come along. Let me show you the rest of New Zealand, Thomas." As Thomas and David went to see the other things of New Zealand. First of all, they came to see the tallest tree in New Zealand. And David said, "Look, Thomas, the tallest tree of New Zealand. The tree is so tall that it is not visible from the ground even if you look upwards. It's one of the tallest trees of the world," said David. "Now come along with me, Thomas. Let me show you Auckland, one of the wonderful cities of New Zealand." And Thomas and David went to Auckland. Soon they reached Auckland in the evening, as the way to Auckland from that forest was too long. When they reached there, David showed Thomas, "Look, that's the Sky Tower." Sky Tower. It is one of the tallest buildings of the world. Wow! And Thomas was amazed by seeing the Sky Tower of New Zealand. On their return journey, they were crossing through the Wynyard Crossing, the bridge that is located in Auckland. And Thomas was amazed by looking at the bridge. Soon the two friends, enjoying their journey, went. Soon the two friends arrived at the harbour, as Thomas will make his journey back to the island of Sodor, and David has come along to say goodbye to Thomas. At last, Thomas was loaded to a ship, and David said, "Goodbye, Thomas. Goodbye to David. See you soon in the island of Sodo," Thomas said. And then the ship left. And that was the end of the story of Thomas's tour in New Zealand.